Hey y'all, welcome back. Hey, it's been a little bit since we've done a video. I had to send my big camera out to get repaired where I dropped it out of a tree during the season. So we're going to shoot this from my iPhone. But this video is going to be about getting deals on your stuff for deer season. So attractants, camo, deer, anything deer hunting related. Everybody knows that gear can get super expensive, and it all gets marked up right before deer season. So if you're a novice and you're just getting into it and you just want to get the basics, you're going to look for camo, you're going to look for stuff like that. Of course, you ain't going to be able to find no ammo right now, but there's a lot of things you can go out and get. So we're going to hit the top three places for, attractants, anything, game cameras, everything's on clearance. This is February the 7th. So me and Kim's going to jump in the big truck and we're going to go ride around. So stay tuned. We're going to hit some of these spots, see if we can find any deals. Well, one of our favorite places to look for deals is Tractor Supply. This is the hunting aisle, basically where all their stuff is. And at this point, they've got their batteries marked down from $9.99 to $6.99. So you got to check in every spot. We figure we'd come to the hunting section next, and then they'll have a spot out here where they've got items that they didn't sell during the season. So I always check the hunting aisle first. Now, they got all this on sale. You grave digger, active scrapes, you tink stuff, cover scent, a bunch of this stuff. But if you noticed, only a few things are marked. So you will have to ask what price they are. They don't have a scan code system like Walmart or anything that you can get on your phone to check it. So you'd have to ask somebody to ring one up. But as you can see, these don't go bad. The trophy bucklers, most of your Tink 69 stuff's already gone, but there's some odor control and different stuff. And then they've got their footsteps, different things, some hunting boots, priced pretty good, I think. They're priced for $59.99, but anyway, you also have this aisle. So then we'll go to the clearance aisle. So I always look in the center of the floor, the hunting aisle, the center of the floor, and then go check the clearance. Usually they'll have some stuff back here on this aisle, which is the clearance aisle. Every Tractor Supply has one. Our Tractor Supply used to have what they called the back 40. It was only one in Tennessee, and we really got some good deal on seed and stuff like that, but they don't have it no more. They got to looking on the bottom shelf. They have their 6-volt stations. They're only marked $5 off. So let's see. Yep, it's $39.99. They got marked $34.99, and then they've got the Acorn Boss Builder. Looks like they got 4 bags. It's marked. It's only $2 off. I mean, it's a gamble. That's $2 is a saving, but you could sit and wait and see what it does the next couple weeks. And there's an apple bomb here by, I think it's the same place that makes our the Trophy Rock. Redmond is a salt and attractant. Yeah, it's Redmond Trophy Rock made by them. So I always check, even on the bottom shelf, I always look and see what they've got. All right, another one of the spots we like is Rural King. They have a lot of good deals usually after, they usually start running their sales right after the adult season closes here in Tennessee. So 1st of January around Christmas, they have some good sales. So like I said, this is February. I don't see no tree stands outside. They got some kayaks, but we're gonna go in and see what kind of deals they got. But this is one of our spots on our list, so stay tuned. All right, we're back here in the sporting goods. And as you can see, a lot of this stuff is really marked down. It's slim pickings now. They've had a pretty good run with it. We'll definitely check on that. Probably buy that right there. I usually give about $25, $26 to them. They don't fade. Muddy makes a really good blind cover for our buddy stands, especially when the girls hunt and stuff, or you've got a young kid or somebody that moves around a lot. These are ideal. But as you can see, they've got a lot of their stuff marked half price, clearance, and it might come down a little bit more from here. this is the time to buy it. Most of your, like, your Conquest stuff, I think they usually put it back up for the next year. Some of the stuff that is like estrus, they will mark it down because, you know, you don't want it transferred on to the next year. But like these scent scrapers, I bought one, buy one, get one free down here a couple weeks ago. I don't see a label on it. This is one that was like a package been damaged, but they'll even knock manager specials off that stuff like that. Scent killer products that you would spray or whatever, they're covered up in them. So you got most of your clearance stuff. Now, they do have a lot of their fall forage. This is where you can really come in good with saving for next year. So you can get your fall forage, no till or whatever. Some of the stuff that you might want for next fall, you could buy it now and set on it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing as long as you keep it in a dry place. And this stuff will be, you know, might come down a little more before March, but more than likely they might be putting it back up. And then there is several of these. This stuff left. The cell cameras have been hit pretty hard. But then when you go out to the middle aisle, it's usually in front of the firearms. You'll see a lot of stuff that's on sale. The Down and Out Scout by Hawk, half price. A lot of your tree stands, which that ain't right, but they'll have clearance markers on them. The Down and Out Warrior, the big blind, you know, it's half price. It's at $3.49. Shooting sticks, $39. Your blinds, which is odd with turkey season coming. There's a lot of people hunt out turkey blinds, but that's a pretty good deal on that Muddy Infinity. And then they got these sky boxes. I mean, they're gonna have these. They're gonna have this stuff here on clearance now. These will go back up to normal price pretty much because turkey season's coming. So whenever you come to Rural King, I always check the hunting place, the hunting aisle, all your sporting goods, and they'll have everything out here that they've got for clearance. Some of this stuff will get put up and put up and put back in for next year, but the different stores have different rules. And the Rural Kings that are kind of off the beaten path, most of the hunting stuff's gonna be gone. The ones that's closer to the cities, there's gonna be a lot of hunting stuff you can get better deals on. So keep in mind, Tractor Supply, Rural King, and like I said, Walmart, and then Academy. But check the hunting aisle, check the main aisle in front of firearms. Me and Kim always gets good deals here, don't we, baby? And she likes a good deal. That's why she got me. Don't forget Rural King for your camo too. As you can see here, we'll just pick something. You can see that's more than half price. Shirts, pants. I mean, you look through, these are mid-season pants. $29.99. 5-panel or 5-pocket cargo pants, $24.93. They got a lot of kid stuff, used stuff, marked half price right now. So don't forget to check hoodies, anything. If you're just getting into hunting, this is an excellent way to come in and get. These fleeces are super nice for wintertime. Wear them mid-season and under your heavy clothing. $22.49, so they're $5 off. But most of your kids' stuff, women's stuff, and some of the oddball sizes right now are half price, and they'll continue to come down a little bit until turkey season gets here, and then they're gonna go back through the roof. And like their tees, they're $6.99 for just standard tees. But you won't use standard tees much in deer hunting. You're gonna mainly use full length stuff, full sleeve stuff. But don't forget to check out your camo here either. It and jackets, anything. Hate these masks. On the list, Walmart. We come to one that's close to us, not the one that's the closest, but this one here, we've been down here where my uncle actually come here and bought 3 buddy stands, $70 a piece, or $74 a piece. They were normally like $199. They marked them down to $100. And anybody knows that's got kids that's gonna hunt in a buddy stand, that's a good deal for $74. You just gotta set them the next year, but if you're gonna save, you know, $75 a stand, why wouldn't you? So we're gonna go in here and see what they got on the clearance aisle and the sporting goods. So stay tuned. There's always a clearance aisle at Walmart, so we'll check it out. Looks like they've got a lot of stuff on clearance. Some of it's not marked down, but you can see all the stuff that we missed on this one. Now this one here is closer to the country. There's gonna be a lot more people buying stuff. You know, people that hunt are gonna come to these Walmarts that are closer to the country and go to the big city Walmarts, which is usually where you will find your best deals, but none of these trail cameras and stuff are really marked down too far. Feeders, that's marked down pretty good. Batteries are $9. You've seen we just come from Tractor Supply, they were $5, so it's always good. The same exact battery. Which I don't see the remote one that we had. It's pretty close to this, but you know, it was marked down. Or 6-volt game finder. But they started marking stuff way down, or down. They shows that it's, this is the same price, but then you get over here, things are not marked down, at least high price. And then their camo's all marked. Pretty much a little under half, or right over half. And then, of course, they're already getting their turkey stuff out, so their blinds ain't marked down or anything. Got a few more deals out here. That's a pretty good deal on that stand. That's a single man, 15 foot. Got a mesh seat on it. So it's dropped it down $40. That same stand will be $100 or better. Probably this upcoming year. So this is a perfect time to grab these ladder stands if you got private property or whatever that you want to stick these on, and go ahead and put them up for the season. Corn, of course, is going to be up. Usually you can get that during the summer. You can get it a lot cheaper. And besides, that's just 35 pounds. This is not a huge markdown, but this is a whole lot better stand. 16 foot. Marked down from $98 to $67.50. Can you use your scanner on that? And then a lot of their full draw stuff, bags, attractants and stuff's marked down. So you can you get the general idea of when to hit it. Your best bet is really January, middle of January on. Is it what it was? $76.50. But for somebody that's just getting into it, or somebody that's needing stands, or somebody that likes ladder stands, this is the time to get them. They won't mark these down much more, that they won't put them on a cart and put them in the back. It's according to store by store if the manager decides they want to get rid of them. But this is just a real good example to show you, that's almost half price on the other one, a little over half price. And then the more nice stands just dropped 20, but this one could possibly get down to 50. We've come down here and bought 10 lock-on stands at one time, and the manager would cut us a deal the more we bought. So keep that in mind. Now, we talked about Tractor Supply and Rural King and what their price was on some of their stuff. You can see it's the same scraper, active scrape, that it marked down to $9.88, and it's $5. It's just according to where you go to where you're going to find it. The Tink stuff at Tractor Supply, I believe, was $6. So it was $8.88, now it's $5. You go to Nestris, that ain't really marked down too much. Well, yeah, it is $15.72, but you can get your attractants and stuff like the Doe and Rut. That's a good price for it. That's a big bottle for next year. You got your more your spray gel stuff and foggers. See, it's all marked down. And this Walmart actually has more of the Tink 69 or Doe and Rut or Buck and Rut than what we've seen at the other ones. So they're starting to get the prices right. Food plot stuff, $9. I mean, they'll continue dropping it, and you will see stuff they don't want to put up. They will just pop up on Wednesdays. They'll usually change it on Wednesdays and roll it back, and that's when you can get your deals. But you can see through this video the comparison to what some of the scent places are. Walmart is usually my number one go-to. They don't mark stuff on clearance as fast as Academy does, because Academy tries to sell it at Christmas and get rid of it. Walmart kind of hangs on to it just to get the most they can get out of it. Then they cut the prices big time. Places like Tractor Supply and Rural King will have 20, 30, 40, 50% off for like 2 weeks. And then they kind of just try to limit their inventory. Then eventually it gets closer to turkey season. The stuff that will go for both seasons, it ends up usable for turkey season, so it ends up back to the same price. But well, now that we went around and checked out some of the places, our go-to is usually Walmart. Number one, Walmart will put stuff on sale around the end of deer season. A lot of the stuff they don't, because they're right when the adult season, the regular season's in, and then the juvenile opens up the following weekend. They will hold off, put some stuff on sale there at Christmas and right around that time, but they will hold off until after juvenile. Then they usually have a clearance sale. Mark their camo down stuff and then gradually go down. And to our best of our knowledge, they do that on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, they change it in steps down. So camo, especially go get muzzleloader bullets, stuff like that, they're usually a lot cheaper at that time. And like I said, this will benefit anybody that's starting out. They need to get their stuff now, get their camo whites on clearance instead of waiting right before deer season and trying to buy all this stuff. Or when you need attractants, getting your corn, your food plot stuff, whatever, right before planting season, it's going to be higher. So when you can get it and put it up, keep it in your basement, keep it in your house, whatever, keep it room temperature, everything will be good till the following season. So that's your best tip for number one, Walmart. Number two, you can't hardly beat Rural King. Rural King usually has good deals through the year or through season, but right at Christmas, they usually have some really good deals on camo and stuff. Tree stands start going on sale a little bit. And then in the juvenile season, the end of adult, which is mid-January or first weekend in January, and then juvenile being the second weekend, they drop it down. They'll have 50% sales. They'll have 70% sales, 30%, whatever. Tree stands really go on sale. That's where you can get some of your best deals for like on tripods, shooting houses, a lot of your ladder stands. Some people prefer not to do hang-ons and have the lock-on stands and all that stuff. But anyway, all that goes on sale. So Rural King's really hard to beat. That would be number two. Number three, I would have to say, which I ain't drove up there. The closest one we got Knoxville, it's 40 minutes away. But we were up there last weekend, and they had their camo 50% off. Now, the good thing about Academy, which would probably be my number three pick, is they are definitely, they will put their stuff on sale at Christmas. So you can get a lot of camo for Christmas gifts for the next year. You can get a lot of stuff that time of year. You roll into the next week, which is pretty much ends the first weekend in January for the adult season. They've got everything on sale. Then by the time kids get there, they got a youth weekend sale. Their tree stands drop and go at a good price. And then we waited till last weekend, which was the last weekend in January. And just for example, I bought a pair of Drake non-typical mid-season pants. I think they retail for like $149. They had them already marked down to $84.99 from the Christmas sale. Then they had 50% off of it. Basically, I got the pants for $36, $40, somewhere around in there. It wasn't over $40. That's a killer deal for a set of pants like that, are well made, a good color camo you can really use. So that would be my number three. Number four would definitely be Tractor Supply. Now, our Tractor Supply had the back 40 at one time, the one that's local to us, which everything off the internet come back to that store, and then it was sold by color to how much is off. Well, they don't do that no more. So you got to go in to Tractor Supply. You need to check the hunting aisle, the middle of the aisle, and then make sure you go back and check their clearance aisle. They usually start dropping stuff right at Christmas. Like, example, last year I bought some cheap Stealth trail cams. 4 of them was $100 at Christmas. The first weekend of February, I went back and got all 4 of them for $30. Now, they're not the best cameras, but they're really good for security cameras. You want to throw them on Just somewhere you think somebody's coming in and out. Maybe they're real good during turkey season. Your turkeys move during the day. Not really so good on night pictures, but still for the deal, they're very well worth it. And my fifth place, I would have to say, would be basically any department store, or even some of these places like Gimme Fives or stuff where they get returns back through Amazon and they put them out for the public to sell. We have one called Gimme Fives. Close to us, we have one that's called Lucky Sevens, and they'll have like $5 days, and you can go in and find scope mounts. You can find some return camo stuff. I mean, very cheap and, very, very reasonable. And like we are here at Pine Life, deer season never stops. It just changes by the time of the year. So we'll finish up doing our Euro skulls. We'll finish up everything else. We'll start putting out trail cameras. We can put out, we're not allowed to bait in Tennessee during hunting season, but we can put out feed for the deer. So we'll start putting out feed for the deer. We'll start getting an idea before their horns fall off about who made it, who didn't make it, what's left, the survivors, and look forward to the next season. Then we can start getting ready for turkey season. So we'll do one of these on turkey season. And but we just wanted to put a video out there to help y'all understand that there's a lot of people getting into the hunting with the groups like the Hunting Public, and those guys are really helping the hunting industry getting out and hunting. So there's a lot of people that never hunted has got a desire to hunt now. And hunting, getting into it is expensive. I mean, if you go full out camo, 4-wheeler, UTV, guns, rifle, bow, crossbow, whatever's your take, anywhere you can save money, you need to save money. And this is the time of year you can save money, looking forward to the next year. So I hope this helps. Please leave your comments below that has anything. If you've got a department store that does it, or somewhere you get your deals, or time of year that you get your deals, please comment. In the description below, in the comments below, let us know where you go. But we hope this helps. And as always, God bless, and we'll catch you on the next video. You can tell we get there's stands, ladders, blinds, shooting rails, deer skulls everywhere. Then got our elevator brackets, got them on sale. That's for this year's project. Muzzleloaders ain't been cleaned. That's on me, my bad. And then one day you'll have a room that looks hopefully a little more organized than this. As you can see, all our clearance stuff we bought. Tree stands ready to go, fishing rods, decoys, all of our camo. I mean, I might do a whole separate video on this room. Big hole hanging up there. This is addictive. You will get obsessed, and you'll end up in a room like this one day. You live for it. Or at least I do, or we do.